Hi, I'm Ameya from techtree.com. The last couple of weeks have been great for smartphone enthusiasts, and we've seen some excellent releases, something that we've been waiting for in the smartphone space over the past couple of weeks itself. For those who couldn't stay in sync with these releases, let me get you up to speed with some of the hot launches of this month. At the top of the list is the Micromax Canvas 4. A phone that has been heavily advertised over the past month or so. I'm sure you've seen those ads and teasers for that matter in between cricket matches and other programs. That phone is finally out and is the successor to the fairly popular Canvas HD from the same company. Just like its predecessor, the Canvas HD, the Canvas 4 comes with a 1.2 GHz quad-core processor, 1 GB of RAM, and an HD display with a resolution of 1280 by 720 pixels. There are three key differentiators here. One, it has 16 GB of internal storage. It runs Android Jelly Bean 4.2 as opposed to the 4.1 on the Canvas HD. And last but most importantly, it has a 13 megapixel camera as opposed to the 8 megapixel on the earlier device. Canvas 4 is priced at 18,000 rupees, which is a good 4,500 rupees above the Canvas HD. And to be honest, I was a little disappointed given the hype around the launch of this product. I was expecting a lot more than just three differentiators between the two. The moment Micromax launches a flagship product in the Indian market, the rest of the domestic competition does not want to be left behind, and Spice has quickly picked up the gauntlet and released their FHD MI525. Yeah, that's a long name, but that's the phone. FHD stands for Full HD, which indicates the display in this device, which has a resolution of 1920 by 1080 pixels. Majority of the specifications of the Spice phone are very similar to the Canvas 4, except for two things other than the screen, of course. One, it has slightly lower internal storage, which is 8 GB as compared to the 16 GB on the Micromax. And of course, it has an 8 megapixel camera instead of the 13 megapixel there. But other than that, rest of the things remain the same, and the phone is strategically priced at 1,000 rupees lower than the Canvas 4 at 17,000 rupees. Xolo is another domestic brand that likes to play their own game. And talking of gaming, they have recently launched this mobile called Xolo Play. This phone is based around the NVIDIA Tegra 3 chipset and is expected to be good at gaming. Though we have just received the phone and haven't run too many benchmarks on it, we hope it sincerely lives up to that promise, because we badly need a good gaming phone at a good price. Other than that, it has 4 GB of internal storage and of course 8 megapixel camera, which gets the job done. On the software front, it has Android Jelly Bean 4.1, which is not the latest but is acceptable. This phone is priced at 16,000 rupees. That's it for the domestic brands. The next on the list is the LG Optimus G Pro, which is the direct competitor to the Samsung Galaxy Note 2. And the Note 2 has had a free run for a long time now. Finally, the competition has arrived. The G Pro has a 5.5-inch Full HD display and is powered by a 1.7 GHz quad-core processor based around a Qualcomm 600 SoC. Other than that, it also has a 13 megapixel camera to handle your photography, and of course a 3140 mAh battery to handle this monster. I'm sure Samsung is taking note of this device. And last but not the least, we've had two major releases from Samsung, and both in the Galaxy S4 family. The first is the Galaxy S4 Mini, which is a miniature or slightly smaller version of their flagship device, the Samsung Galaxy S4. Despite the S4 in the name and similarity in the design, the S4 Mini is a completely different ballgame as compared to the flagship S4. For starters, this has a 4.3-inch screen and it's a lot more pocketable, or what we like to call finally a phone-sized phone from Samsung. Also, it has a 1.7 GHz dual-core processor with 1.5 GB of RAM, which is a far cry from the octa-core processor that the S4 flaunts. There's also 8 megapixel camera to take care of your photography needs, and of course a lot of functions have been borrowed from the S4 here. While you actually like the compact footprint of the S4 Mini and what it offers, Samsung has missed a trick with its price. It is priced at 28,000 rupees in India, and Samsung has forgotten that the S3, the Galaxy S3 from the same company, is priced at around 25,000 rupees. And in terms of hardware, the S3 is a significantly better phone as compared to the S4 Mini. And the last one on the list is the Samsung Galaxy S4 Zoom. Now, we have been demanding better cameras on our mobile phones for a while, and Samsung has taken that a bit too far with the S4 Zoom. Why? Because according to me, this is a full-fledged point-and-shoot 16 megapixel digital camera with a phone built in. On the phone front, this is a proper Android Jelly Bean 4.2 device that is powered by a 1.5 GHz dual-core processor and 1.5 GB of RAM. That should be good enough to run most of the apps, and of course, the phone functionality should be taken care of well. Also, the connectivity options are pretty standard like 3G, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth and the works. But this phone is all about the camera, and as I said before, it has a 16 megapixel sensor and 10x optical zoom. Yes, you heard me right, it's 10x optical zoom. And a lot of camera features to play around with that comes as a part of this bundle. Now, if you're looking for a bulky phone and if you can live with a bulky device, with a great camera option, this is the phone for you, but you'll have to shell out about 30,000 rupees to own this one. That's it for the hot launches for this month. We'll get you more as and when they are launched. And of course, you can always check out the latest reviews and the latest in the tech space on this channel. Even better, subscribe to it.